We're going to begin with breaking news coming out of southern Lebanon, where at least 4 United Nations military observers have been injured. The UN personnel were travelling in the town of Rmeish when they were hit. The Israeli military has issued a statement denying any responsibility for the incident. We're going to bring in Zaina Khodr in Beirut on the phone. Just talk us through what's been happening, Zaina.
Well, as you can imagine, circumstances are still unclear. The UN peacekeeping mission has still not issued an official statement regarding the circumstances behind this incident in southern Lebanon. Rmeish is a village just along the border. What we understand is that UN military observers were on patrol and they were injured, up to 4, among them a Lebanese translator. I'm also understanding that they were on foot patrol when this happened. Now, we do not know whether or not their vehicle or if they were indeed deliberately targeted or whether there was military activity close by and a shell landed close by, or whether this was a deliberate message to a force which has happened in the past. So the circumstances are still unclear. Undoubtedly, another, dangerous development in a simmering conflict, which is now in its 6th month, between Israel and Hezbollah. But this is not the first time UN peacekeepers have come under fire in the past 6 months. In November, a UN patrol was hit by Israeli gunfire at the time in Aitarun, another border village. And at the time, there were no casualties. And the UN issued a statement, condemning the incident and saying that all sides should respect peacekeepers. So for the time being, what we understand is that there have been injuries. This was a patrol with UN military observers who work alongside the UN peacekeeping force in southern Lebanon. And we are waiting for the statement from the UN peacekeeping mission on the circumstances behind this incident.
Zaina, you were saying that these are observers that work alongside, on the military side, work alongside the UN mission that's there. Just talk us through, give us some context about the UN mission in Lebanon.
Well, these UN observers, this is a truce supervision organization. Their job is to monitor borders. They've been deployed on both sides of the border since 1949. But they have a very different mandate from the UN peacekeeping force, UNIFIL, which has thousands of troops deployed along the border. That force has been in Lebanon since 1978. Their mandate has repeatedly changed over the years. But in 2006, their mandate was updated following the last war between Israel and Hezbollah. They were given the task to help the Lebanese army extend its authority across southern Lebanon, which means that they were supposed to create a zone up to 20 kilometers deep that has no presence of armed men or weapons outside the state's control. Now, that has not happened, and this force really has been facing challenges. First of all, Lebanon blames Israel for violating the resolution by not respecting the country's sovereignty and not withdrawing from contested points along the border. But Israel accuses UNIFIL and the Lebanese army of not clearing the area from Hezbollah troops. The bottom line is this. This is a UN force which is deployed under Chapter 6 of the UN Charter. There's only so much it can do. It has only so much power. It requires the cooperation of conflicting parties on the ground in order to carry out its mission. But it has played a role in de-escalating tensions in recent years. So we're waiting to see what, the circumstances behind this incident. Was it a deliberate attack? Did a shell land close by? Was it a message to a UN force? We will keep you updated as information comes in.
Zaina, thanks very much indeed. Obviously, we're going to be coming back to you when that information does come in. For now, Zaina Khodr and the team in Beirut, thank you very much indeed.